Hey guys, how's it going? Well, doing a little bit of work. I guess you can hear the 3D printer going in the background. Doing a little bit of 3D work to try to figure out this Bellhousing adapter. Um, Show you guys what I'm working on. Okay, so I went on Google and typed in Volkswagen Bellhousing bolt pattern, and there's this dude on, I think it's Yoda Tech, I think is the website. He was making this. He's putting a Volkswagen diesel in his third gen Toyota pickup. Um, anyways, this is what I was after. I was after the Bellhousing bolt pattern. There's two bolt patterns here. One is the Volkswagen, and the other one is for the Toyota 5-speed. Anyways, it took me like, I don't know, 30 seconds or so to figure out how he laid this out, and what he's done is this right here. That is your 0, 0 mark. Everything is based off of this. So this hole is 1.10 inches to the left and a quarter of an inch up from that hole. That hole is 5.19 to the left and looks like it's right in line with it. And so on and so forth. And then for this one, it is 2.98 inches over. That's your crankshaft hole, obviously. And 6.27 inches down. So I got all those measurements. I went over to Fusion 360 and I started mocking it out. Took me, I'm gonna say, probably an hour to come up with this. The outside shape is just there to support all the holes. It took me a little while to figure out how to cut this because it's so big. Well, it's not so big, but it's bigger than my 3D printer can handle. So I had to cut it into fours. So if you look over here, I got my upper left quadrant. So that would be one piece. That'd be another piece. That'd be the third piece, and that'd be the fourth piece. And then I'm also made one of those so that I can get exactly center on the crankshaft, because I need to line this one up with the Mazda one. That is super important. If that is not lined up properly, then your transmission input shaft will be kicked off to one side or something. It won't be straight, and you'll just wear parts out really quick. So yeah, I've been dabbling quite a bit in Fusion 360, making lots of stuff. I went to straighten it out and it went out of focus. That is weird. Anyways, I took this, I broke it down into pieces, and then transferred them over to the 3D printer, and I started printing them. And as you can see, I've got a, which way does this go? That way. I've got a bit of a jigsaw going on. That way the pieces lock together and fit properly, because if I was just to cut them into squares, it wouldn't, well, it could line up, but it's not guaranteed. So I'm printing these out. They are 0.1 inches thick. It turns out to be like 2.68 millimeters thick. Yeah, so when they're all printed out, they're gonna just lock together, and then I can mock them up on that. For this, I couldn't find the Bellhousing bolt pattern on any websites for the Mazda, so I actually had the backing plate that goes between the engine and the transmission, laid that down on the board, traced it all out. The starter is going to bolt to the transmission, so I don't have to include that section in the Bellhousing adapter. And this is all hollowed out, cut out. So yeah, there's a couple of dowels in it. Other than that, it's super easy. But once I get all these done, I've got to take it, lay it out, and then line up that center with that centerpiece that I'm going to print, and then I can clock it to however I need to, and I'll be able to line up all my holes, make sure they're all good to go.
I still have yet to figure out what angle the Volkswagen engine needs to be at, because in factory they're leaned back, so that the injection pump is more up and down. So I'll have to find out all those angles and stuff and see what I can do. But yeah, I'm really excited about this. So this is your top left, Pete. Nope, top right. And right now, excuse the mess, it's just 3D printed crap. This is the top left. So 59% done. So this will be done in a few hours, and then I'll start the third piece and the fourth piece, and then we'll be ready to go. Friggin' excited.